Live on YouTube, live on YouTube, live on YouTube. Okay, it's Gemini season, twin flame season. So it is Sunshine Murray, aka Cheryl Shauna, checking in today. And it's been a while since I've done a live video on YouTube. I've been doing some shorts, but check it out. This is a subject that we have to continue to talk about. And right, it's the subject today is called Let's Go Mental. You know how people say let's go crazy? Well, let's go mental. Let's go mental. These are a few tips to ensure good mental health. Now, when you talk about mental health, we're talking about a broad number of things. So it's like we could be talking about someone could be waking up without the necessary needs every day, and so that's causing them to have a lack in mental health. We could be talking about eating the wrong things could cause poor mental health because we are what we eat. We are not perfect, especially I'm not perfect, but I do try to work on just working with mental health. Just to give you a little bit of history, when I was born, I was diagnosed or just like put into some type of cloud of saying that I would always be mentally ill, that I mean I'm saying mentally ill, schizophrenic, bipolar, depression. That's why you notice that I am just a laid back person. I try to be, and I was diagnosed or just, I don't know, misdiagnosed with all these different words because my grandmother was going in and out of Northville. And so when I became a young adult, I began to go into mental facilities, just having a tough time in life. But I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I overcame the naysayers. I overcame what some people would say the generational curse. I'm not saying that I aced it, but I am not where I want to be, but I'm dang on sure not where people thought I was going to be. Like I said, I came in here, people were trying to say I was schizophrenic, bipolar, all sorts of things, depression. I did suffer with depression a lot when I was younger. Just that's why I understand when people are depressed, because I was just totally solely depressed. I did not want to be a part of this world at all. I did make several attempts upon my life, but just being like out of my mind and not realizing. And then I can't tell you what it was. I believe it was a choice and a decision and an option that I wanted to make. And I remember the day I made this option and the decision. I wasn't in any type of trouble or anything like that. It was a feeling that overcame me. And all of a sudden, I just started getting this crazy feeling of love for myself and a crazy feeling of love for others that I've never felt, because when I was out of my mind, I didn't have any compassion or any feelings for others. When you're out of your mind, you're just out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? And you're out of your mind because maybe something traumatic could have happened in your life. Anything, any triggers, anything could have happened that will make you just not be in the right mindset. So, um, we're talking about moving forward. The way that I dealt with getting away from these schizophrenic ideologies, uh, away from even just being a Gemini. Okay, they were saying that I was bipolar. Some of us have twin signs, twin flames. That doesn't mean that we're bipolar. I began to understand myself, why I had two people, and I began to work with that. I'm a Gemini. That has to do with my the makeup of me, the twin flames. It has to do with a lot of things that a lot of us are don't have the knowledge of. And if you don't have the knowledge of things, or the knowledge is in there, if someone doesn't plant the seed of the knowledge, then you just simply don't know. It was a growing experience for me, but the main thing that I decided to do was make a choice. And you can make a choice if you're in any type of situation, argument, anything, feeling some type of way. I started making a choice to love me, because acting out of my mind was getting me put into facilities, or just situations, or just feeling bad every day. And making a choice is to know that you're not going to be perfect, but you're starting to make the choices that is going to lead you into a better mental health, a better space. I went from all day long just mentally depressed, or mentally obsessed, or something, like, to, like, now, I have my moments, and it's not all the time. And that is great. If you knew my history, and if you knew the history of my family and mental health, my grandmother died associated with brain disease and things, both grandmothers that were dealing with mental health diagnoses. Okay, so it's so important to just try to relax and make just your brain relax. And if you're caught up in the motion of emotions and things like that, just try to get into your intellectual mind. You're not stupid. No one's running over you but yourself. You have to understand that the main thing about being mentally dysfunction is you're not hurting anyone but yourself. um yeah, you could be causing an effect for people to feel like hurt or whatever, but you're basically hurting yourself. You're causing yourself to have brain aneurysms. Think about it, all that type of things, the disease Alzheimer's, when you lose your mind and you lose everything, that starts with mental stress and mental things like that. So um some of just briefly, some of the things we need to look at as a society when we look at mental health, okay, is we need to look not at the psychological effects that affects a person, but the social effects. I call it the sociology effects. What's going on around? What's going on with this person's economics? What's going on with this person's finances? What's going on with this person's lifestyle? What's going on with this person's relationship? Environmental effect. Not saying that a person doesn't have to hold any accountability, but generally, when you take someone out of an environment that is not good for them and place them into another environment that is good for them, and give them the resources and sources that they need, people tend to have a different ideology about mental health. Then their mental health is much more in shape because they're not in the same box. So it's when you're talking about mental health, you're also talking about aspects of being in the same environment, attached to the same situations, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, can also cause mental health issues. That's why people be like, oh, I need a break. I need to get away. No, you need more than a break. You need more to get than getting away. You need to start focusing on what is the issues at hand so that we can ensure we have better mental health. Okay, a few little tips before I'm out of here. Hey, don't listen to sad songs that's gonna make you cry. Make you think about divorce, breakups, people that has transitioned into the next world. Sad songs, that's a no. That's gonna mentally take you down. Okay, listen to upbeat music. All right, now a lot of us have a lot of trolls in our life, people that just do nitpicky things to try and to see the result of how you will react if this happens or if that happens. Every reaction does not deserve an action or reaction. Okay? Allow people to have that because you need to have this. You need to have your mind together. You know what I'm saying? And just hopefully that this person will begin to exercise better mental health and better choices for their self. Okay? Also, if you I've gotten several calls this week from different age groups saying I don't want this, I don't. Do not bring a spirit of not life, of unalive into your. Bring a spirit of life. This is only one life. We only have one time to live this life. Enjoy this life while you can. So many people are not here to say this. We're living, we're breathing, we're walking around, talking and everything. Enjoy it right now because we have rest of the rest of the eternity to live in the spiritual realm. This is our time to be in the physical, and it's just but a short time in our whole eternal life. Okay, because when we transition here, this shell dies, but our consciousness and our spirit man lives eternally. So we want to get that together before we get up out of here because your mental health is your consciousness. Okay, so that's a whole another YouTube video. So listen, another thing that we need to understand is if you don't love yourself, I'm not an expert at it. I'm learning to love myself. Some of us are strangers to ourselves. I'm not a stranger to myself, but I used to be a stranger to myself. We ignore ourselves and definitely put that energy into other people, other things, work. Of course, we don't want to be non-sociable and things like that. I get it, but you got to look in the mirror and tell yourself how much you love yourself even if you don't believe it. Okay, you're telling yourself that you love yourself and start to take that in and start to really roll with that and feel like I love myself. Okay, because we got to take action and take control of ourselves first before we can love anyone or do anything for anyone else. Now, some of my subscribers and have reached out because they were feeling like they just wanted this all to end, but I encourage them. I need you guys to encourage them. Sometimes family can be right there encouraging us, but we just feel so lonely. I know how that feels, but loneliness is just a feeling. Just as quick as you can feel lonely, something can walk in the room and make you feel happy. Okay, so try to get those happy feelings. Think about something that makes you happy. And every time you feel lonely or feel sad, just mine is don't postpone joy. Don't postpone joy. So I have a little necklace that says don't postpone joy on it. And that's what I put my energy into. All right. So there is a 1-800 suicide prevention number, and it's 1-800 suicide prevention. I can put that number up in the bio, But if anyone feels like they're going to hurt someone or hurt themselves, there is help. Call and get help. Okay, it's Cheryl Shauna, aka Sunshine Murray. Thank you for tuning in to this YouTube live. We're live on YouTube. Go on over to Facebook. Follow me on Cheryl Shauna. Enjoy those reels over there. I am Cheryl Shauna on TikTok and definitely Sunshine Murray on Instagram. All right. Follow me on TikTok. I will definitely follow you back. Okay. And it's a wrap here.